Relux SensCalc. Login and settings. Enter the official SensCalc website via the domain www.senscalc.com. Alternatively, you can access the SensCalc online tool through the Relux website. SensCalc is a free online planning tool for PIR sensors. It calculates the energy efficiency and payback time of your sensor installation with certified sensors. All relevant information about the SensCalc tool can be found on this website. Click the Open SensCalc button to access the registration window. Optionally, you can register as a guest without logging in. However, projects will not be saved, nor uploaded or downloaded. Ordinarily, register with your email address and a self-chosen password, then click the Sign Up button. Then click the registration link in the email and log in again to reach the welcome screen of the SensCalc application. Click the Next button and define your user profile settings. Finally, click Next again and define general, financial, technical, and project-specific settings. Save and close to finish the input. You are now in SensCalc's 3D workspace and can see the functions Log Out and Settings. The defined settings can be modified here. Create and edit project. Click Open Project and then Add Project to open the Create New Project window. Fill in the project-specific fields here. The previously defined parameter, energy cost per kilowatt hour, can also be adjusted here. Finish input by clicking Save. Set the room name to Open Plan Office and select the room shape. In this example, room dimensions are also set. Select the appropriate usage profile according to SNEN 12464 Part 1. In this case, Open Plan Office. Reflection values are already included by default. Installed lighting power is automatically defined based on the selected usage profile and energy standard SIA 387 Part 4. In the field Installation Costs, enter an indicative value for sensor installation. It's more useful to input installation costs after sensor planning, as the determined quantity provides a better estimate for electrical installation. Then place and save the room. In the workspace, you can view the Open Plan Office in 2D or 3D mode. Use Add Element to Room to place a cube in the room. Select the cube in the 3D workspace and click on the right side Open Panel. Configure the cube's basic properties and material to turn it into a beam. Place this beam centrally in the office. Use Add Elements to Wall to add windows. Modify these windows via the Open Panel command located on the right. You can modify basic properties, blinds on/off, glazing bars on/off, and materials for the sashes and windowsill. Note: window modifications affect efficiency because daylight plays a role. Go back to the project and click Add Room. Name the room Corridor and choose the Z-shaped room layout. Adjust wall height and thickness accordingly. The usage profile should be set to Circulation Area. Set installation costs to 450 Swiss francs, then place and save the corridor. You can also manually modify the shape of the corridor by selecting and adjusting the walls. The same applies to adding doors via Add Elements to Wall. Sensor planning and properties. Go back to the project, select the Open Plan Office and open the sensor list. Use filters to find the appropriate sensor. For example, search by GTIN number to uniquely identify each sensor. In this example, filter by brand Steinel and mounting location ceiling. Select sensor ID 650 and place it automatically. SensCalc shows the correct number of required sensors, in this case, 4. Switch to 3D view to see the sensor's detection area. You can toggle detection areas: presence, blue; radial, green; tangential, yellow. Open close panel icon located on the right to define sensor properties. Set control type to dolly and color to black. This sensor configuration gives access to spec sheets, images, technical drawings, data and mounting sheets, and support. Switch to 2D view and place a cube as shown. Adjust cube dimensions to appear as a pillar in 3D. Copy the pillar 4 times to place them symmetrically in the office. Click Update to reflect sensor range considering the pillars. Switch to 3D again to see blind spots. Switch back to 2D, select all 4 pillars. Delete them and click Update to return to the previous state. Back in 3D, select the corridor, open the sensor list. Select the doors and mirror their opening direction with the mirror icon. Again, use filters to find a sensor. In this case, filter by brand BEG Luxomat and mounting type wall. Select sensor ID 651 and place it automatically. Switch to 3D to check the coverage and wall mounting. Toggle detection ranges here as well. Use Open Close Panel icon located on the right to define sensor properties in the corridor too. By selecting the sensor variant, you gain access to additional information such as specifications, images, technical drawings, data and installation sheets, as well as support. Calculate energy savings. Click on Energy Savings and reassure the defined parameters. Once all parameters are correct, click Calculate Savings. Hover over the timeline in the diagram to explore savings over time. Go back to the project, select the Open Plan Office, and repeat the energy-saving calculations. After the calculation, view consumption with or without sensors, amortization period, energy savings, and ROI over time. Results. To see full project results for Office 1 in SensCalc, click Results. The first page summarizes all key information, especially total annual profit and payback period. All information for each individual room is summarized on the following pages. At the end, there's a list of all sensors with GTIN numbers for ordering. Considered discounts on SensorNet prices can positively impact overall results. Set a price of 400 Swiss francs for the 4 office sensors and 300 Swiss francs for the 3 corridor sensors. The result is a shortened payback period of 3.2 years. For precise and accurate ordering info, it's recommended to use the GTIN numbers. Copy the GTIN from the results and search it on Google. You'll find listings from various wholesalers regarding the considered sensors. Select a supplier to get more information about the sensors, especially pricing and ordering details. Verify result accuracy and click Print. The results are saved as a PDF for the customer. When you open the saved PDF, you will once again get an overview of the achieved results regarding energy efficiency and sensor planning for Project Office 1. In summary, projects remain stored in the user's account unless manually deleted or the account is deactivated. Finally, if you go to Open Project within the project and select the 3 dots, you can download and save the project in JSON format, or re-upload an already saved JSON project file. Alternatively, you can download the project as a ReCAD file and reopen it separately in Relux Desktop for further editing. Thank you for watching.